Alright, I'm making a video on a new modification I'm doing to my IS250 because this engine, this is not the original engine in this car. This engine was replaced. This was from a junkyard. I put my valve covers back on. These are valve covers I painted because this is what they look like over time. Aluminum oxidizes real ugly, but not as bad as iron, I guess. And one of the things I noticed when I tore apart the engine was how much crap was in there. This is the, I don't know, intake kind of spacer. I don't know what this is, but it has these butterfly flaps. If you can see how badly gunk up these blades are, because these engines are known to consume oil. In fact, it's a fact by Lexus. And a common mod is to put an oil catch can. The problem is where to put one, because these are not easy to put a location. There's like not much room in the engine. This is the most common location to put an oil catch can, because there's quite a bit of room here. But I don't like it because I want to be able to see the catch can. So the location I chose was right here. So that way you can just look through the grill. I don't know if you can see it through the camera. You can actually see the container. So if I want to check how much oil that was caught, I can just look right through the grill. Now if I need to drain it, this particular catch can has a valve. I just stick my hand or something underneath and press this little pinpoint thing. As you can see it through the camera. My cell phone's not the best. My hand is, there's a needle on the very bottom of that catch can. If you push it, it drains out the oil. So the idea is that you need let me see what size hose I bought. This fit perfectly. 5/16. I need about, like, I would get 10 feet of this. I mean, you don't need 10 feet, but 10 feet for extra for measuring. And I ran the hose from the back here. We need to disconnect this fuel line. This is for like starting the engines. All this is ever used for. And back here, it's kind of buried right now. I ran one line, which is this line here, all the way to the end of this. This line, I ran it through here. It's very visible. Let's see, it's like ran through this section here, and it came out here, and I ran it underneath the horn. And you want to make sure you have enough clearance for this. This is where the hood latch is too. And hopefully that's enough to catch oil and prevent the engine from gunking up and collecting carbon. At least that's my take on this. This is my first start. So let's see. I doubt I'll catch any oil just starting the engine. Yeah, I'm not going to catch any oil. Let's see now, check engine lights. So I assume this is the direction to flow because there's an arrow here. So I'm assuming if the vacuum goes this way from the valve cover to the intake plenum, and you can see the screw I bolted is the one for the hood latch. So I just took out the screw, put it here, and it only needs one screw. Pretty steady. And that's my version of the oil catch can.